So, I did a little bit of work that you'll be seeing on the screen, and it essentially boiled to me laying out a little plan of what things will look like. Mainly, I had some time, so I did it, but I couldn't speak at the time, so I just recorded in case something happened. But no, I mean, there was technically a temporal storm, but I just sat idle and okay. Getting a little bit of loading lag, I did just log back in. Well, I mean, reopen the game, I should say. Log back in and place this as multiplayer. It is not. I am very alone. So this is the full plan, you could say. This is, the little path. This is gonna be the general shape of the dock. It's gonna go, there's gonna be docks and dock stuff, that sort of thing. It's a lovely day with high rift activity and all that. So this is where our little start home is gonna be. And it's gonna have, a little bit of a garden. This is where the farmland will go. Now I know this doesn't look like a lot of space, but if you remember the lore, this place isn't really big on the whole farming thing. This is just mostly gonna be for, us to use while we're building this place, and we'll be making an actual little farming village somewhere else. Again, this is purely just function, and really it's plenty of space as is. And there's a cat. Over here is where the animals are gonna go. We've got 4 pens here, with one slightly larger and a little lopsided, but there's gonna be a pen for chickens, for pigs, for, goats, and then one more which will be where a certain elk that we can get will go. The elk, of course, being more just for show than for us to actually do the lore stuff, because I forgot and I set the lore stuff so that everything is 100k blocks away, and I'm not doing that. So this is going to be the little farm, and this here is actually going to be, this is a path here that's going to go around the stuff, but here will be basically a little barn area, and this is where our food storage is going to go. It's going to go here. There'll be, storage for hay and that sort of thing, and that's going to be a large square barn house. And that's it for the main thing. Here is the small interior garden where the 4 trees are gonna go. I have planted 2 of the 4 trees. We've already got the first one, and I'm not sure what tree will go here just yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. This is gonna be an entrance to the mines, and it's gonna go here, and this is where our lovely little vineyard is gonna go. I've marked it out, mostly just for my own reference for the moment, but essentially trees go here and fruit comes out. Now this area is actually going to be a blacksmith. This large building is going to be where the main blacksmithy will go, and this outdoor bit, I'm not sure. I might build like a little overhang or something, or maybe like a garden. Either way, this is the main smithy, and that's essentially it for what I've managed to plan for the interior. It gives us the basic, the 4 basic food groups: beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard. It's got a house, it's got food storage, it's got a smithy, and it's got a mine. The mine is more just because the mine was there. And again, all of these houses are going to have small little... My cat keeps walking past. All of these trees around the village are going to have small little tree houses. They're not really for living in, they're just for show. Like They're just mostly there for the aesthetic. And yeah, I also broke my bronze shovel. I used it up. Yeah, this is essentially the roughest of rough rundown of what will be the village. And of course we're going to work on it bit by bit. And I think the first thing I would like to do is build us a larger house because, I mean, our current home is rather cramped and it would be good to have a nice little place to live. Though I'm getting some weird lag spikes today. What's up with that? And yeah, so we're going to be starting here. And another one. And the question becomes, for example, there's a lot of space here, and there's going to be smaller houses along this little path. But for now, I would like to get us an actual home, please. Please, sir, may I have a house? So the question becomes, what do I want to make the house out of? And is this big enough? Because again, do remember, our smithy is going over there and our food storage is going over there. So all we really need is a nice little place to maybe cook some food. That'd be something, because yeah, the food's gonna be over there and we will need a place to cook. So maybe cooking? Maybe? Yeah. So we'll have a kitchen and a bed and maybe an attic. We also have to put the curse thing in, so we might give ourselves a closet and put a skeleton in it. Though we'd have to find a skeleton to put in it first. I don't know where one skeleton is, but it's away, so we're not going to be doing that for just a while. I think the first step will be to essentially make the village, and then we will cursify it. As in, you know, make it look a little like abandoned, or maybe put like some spooky things around. Maybe like a couple of graves that are unmarked, you know, that sort of thing. And of course we've got to get, you know, the basic setup of, you know, animals and that sort of thing. And we're gonna have plenty of food storage, like I'm not too worried about that. Our smithy is a decent size. The question is, because we have the space, we could easily extend this building out wider, but we have to decide this now. Because once we start building, we won't really be able to extend it very easily. Do I want it larger? Okay. Let's assume that this is the front entrance. So you come in here and then you have the kitchen right here. And then you'd walk through a door maybe here-ish and you would see a large room with maybe the bed here and just drawers here. Is that how I want to do it? I also need the closet. I think I have decided finally. I think this is a good size for what it's going to be. And I think that it will be the right size for our needs. Because this is just a small little townhouse. And we will have our food storage here, and so on and so forth. So all it really needs is a kitchen and a bed, and we've got those marked out. So yeah, now that we have decided and confirmed that this is the size of the I'm out of food, with the food situation sorted, let us consider what materials we would like to do. We would go for a specific sort of style, but I think it would make more sense to use materials that we find in the area. So, for that reason, we will probably make the houses out of redwood, since it's the most prolific. However, we will probably use a bit of the wood type from the swamp. I believe it's larch. I am not 100% confirmed on that, but I believe it's larch. And we will take those two wood types along with maybe some claystone. I don't really like claystone in terms of the block color though. It doesn't really fit what I'm trying to go for. Oh, chickens! 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 Okay, so, you know everything I was just saying? Yeah, forget everything I just said. All we're going to do is we're going to make a small little enclosed area, and we're going to casually imprison the chickens there. And they will stay there and be glad and be happy, and they will enjoy their new servitude. Okay, so the plan is to essentially make a wall, let them in, and then seal them inside. So this should work. I just have to make sure I laid them in the right way. They were here. That's just a rabbit. It's not what I'm looking for. There's a chicken. I heard it, but I do not see it. Do you mind? I'm currently trying to deal with a chicken. Okay, now where'd that chicken go? I heard it. Oh, berries. Okay, well, let's do these pheasants, because they also count. And I have them. The trick is I need to do it very carefully. And essentially ferry them over in the right direction. The angle looks good. And victory. Now we have a pheasant and a pheasant. It would have been good to get some chickens, but they should work, I believe. And we can always get some more later, but right now it is getting quite dark. So, I have plenty of claystone stones, but what about andesite? Would andesite work? Andesite is still a bit dark for what I'm thinking. See, essentially, I want to do it so that there's a cobblestone layer on the bottom and then some lighter block on top, so that it's sort of like it's being built on a stone foundation, so to speak. Really? Alright. I have thought it over, and my decision is that we're going to need to go on a bit of a journey. Namely, we need a certain item, and Playstone just doesn't have the right look for what I need right now. It's too bleh. Let's throw this there and take care of our invaders. Or not. Okay. You can go up a surface. So you wait for them a little longer to despawn. But our plan is fairly straightforward. We require I want to go in search of stone types. So we're gonna head up this way and check out this lake. However, we kind of got pushed off in the direction I wasn't intending on going. And it's a bit of a ripperoni, you could say. Since I've gone for 3 days, and that's good for that. Yeah. Okay. Looks like they've cleared out now, so I can just throw this down here. Alright. But yeah, we're going to search and obtain. I just want to see what stones are in the area, really. Also, I should check if I can even mine that meteoric iron. I can't remember. It requires iron to break, yeah. Okay. Well, while we're on the subject, it wouldn't hurt to do some prospecting while we journey. keystone. This is pretty dark though. This could potentially be slate. It's basalt. Basalt, I should say. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we'll mark it down, Basalt. 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 Andesite and mark andesite as well. Okay, so we'll head up the coast and then go look over here. That's cool. Boing. Down we go, and then boing. That's silly. Very, very silly. Wait, is that what I'm thinking it is? Yeah, that's cornflower. Yeah, so cornflower can be used for blue dye. So yeah, we're gonna be picking up that. It's one of the rare flowers that can be used for dye. So it's quite useful. In fact, it's the only flower, I believe, that can be used for dye. So, you know, if you like blue, you're in luck. Now, basalt sand. I know it's basalt, but it's more fun to call it basalt. I won't say no to a little more flax seeds. We will have a crunch of that. Wine caps, berries. And this is also a salt ocean, apparently. Okay. Well, let's go see what the tradie boy has. What the? Oh, that's a wolf. Oh no, it's a fox kit. Oh. Oh, that's cute. I thought it was a wolf pup. Lord. I want some new to one little phone. Okay. Shoot. Did the swapperoo, didn't it? Shoot, I've lost the seeds. Oh, we have obsidian. What the? There we go. That was weird. Yeah, obsidian can be used for tools like that. Doesn't have any sort of look to it, but yeah, it's cool. That means there's a lot of lava down below us. That is another big ruin. Interesting, interesting. What the? Look at this. And some of the textures are clearly broken. How interesting. So this is meant to be some sort of aged log. Beeswax. Oh! Limestone! That's very good. But it would be great if I actually found it so I could get more than 20. Ooh. Look at this place. Ooh. Oh, scared me. And a lot of rotten stuff here. Ah! Scared me. What's up with that block? You know what? I don't think I want to stay too long in a place that has deep, dead things. Ruined weapons, cloth one. Oh my gosh. Candles? Candles? I now have a light source. Yeah, I'm not going in here without better equipment. But I'm not gonna say no, and I will mark this. I'm gonna mark it as big. Wild. There's also this over here. It's a tower of some sort. I also need to change the setting. Because if I break that, I'm pretty sure it will. Well, let me do that right now. That, and then true. Okay. I need to restart the game, but I'm too lazy to do that. Whoa! Scared me. I'm curious to see what's up here. If anything. Oh, it's a translocomotor. There's a piece of paper. And some bouquet. Constant clamoring, people shouting. I'm worried. Things were quieter before. We'd almost given up. Nobody spoke. We just desperately worked on the project. But now it's almost time to wake it, and the people are excited. They're too excited. They don't know. They don't understand. I don't even understand it. What have we created? What greater doom have we wrought upon ourselves? We should have all died. Maybe we should have all just died when the rot came for us. I've begun to see things, even when I'm not gazing through the lens. Walking down the halls, looking at the prints. Suddenly my vision shifts, and I'm in a world I cannot comprehend. I'm in the other world, and it is leaking into this one. I've begun to notice its effect, my creations, cherished by the people, and without which this project could never succeed. They are strange to me now. There is something wrong with them. It is the otherworldliness I have given to them. An eidolon was found 2 shifts ago with blood and mutilation splattered across its plates. The workmen, they wrote it off as an accident. but I know better. Be good to keep that for a little library. Our kind of short on inventory space. We shall see. Now where am I even going? Right, I'm looking for a certain type of material that could be in any direction. I just kinda have to wander around. We will, start heading this way and start heading back. Even if we didn't find it, it's still... We don't want to explore too much in one direction, because I got things to do. Turkey. Okay, so we made it home, which is nice. However, now we've got a ton of things that we have to find a place to put. So, I'm thinking it might be time to make a saw and some nails and strips. And we can do that at any time now that we've got the anvil. So we will need to get some slate and stuff. But I think this will do for now. Last we weren't able to find any limestone. And I went quite a ways. I went in a big circle around that way. And we know there's none in that direction. You can check up and down. But we're gonna have to find limestone anyway. So it's kind of important that we, look around for it. Still. With that said, I think we'll stop here for now. Next time we'll start by making a chest or two. And then we will resume our search for limestone.